Fans, it's your boy New Justin. How y'all doing? Oh, I got off work. That's my place. Oh, getting some food, having a great time. Holy shit! First day as an intern, kind of love it. Haven't done much, but you know what? Fuck yeah! I'm so excited. Goddamn. Okay, I got some ideas. I'm working on them. I promise. I'm trying to find my dad. That's not gonna happen, but I'll do it. I have a brother named Justin. If you guys can get him to unblock me, that'd be great. That'd be cool. What else? Whew, oh, my arm's heavy. Whew, goddamn. Okay. Oh, is that train? Oh, fuck. Holy shit, she's loud. This is tiring. I can see why Justin didn't walk those 88 miles. All right. Oh, well, that's been me. I gotta switch hands. Oh, see you guys. In a fan.
Good evening. Welcome to the new Saturday night 7 p.m. time slot show on the Kirk Minahan Network. The show is called All in the Minifamily. The reason why it's called All in the Minifamily is because we really want to make it a collaborative effort between all of the Minifans out there in the universe. You have a talent, you can sing, you can dance, you can, comedy, anything you got, you DM me, you come on here, we'll put you on. That's what it's all about. I wanted to speak first and kind of give you a breakdown of how the show goes. The show goes like this. Myself and the co-host, who I'm going to introduce in a minute, is going to come on here. We're going to do a little, we'll go show by show, do one clip, speak about the clip, move on to the next clip until we get to Friday. After that, we're going to have a couple of different weekly segments. The first one's going to be the social media roundup, which is going to be Facebook, Discord, Instagram, and of course, Twitter. I'm going to give a little summary of what's going on in all those worlds. Again, if you're in any of those worlds and you want to come on and talk about something, be my guest. Then we're going to do a little segment called Cunts of the Week. Top 5 Cunts of the Week. Now, the funny thing is that the person who was supposed to do the social media roundup bailed because he was playing Barbie dolls. The person who was going to do the Cunts of the Week segment bailed because he's a cunt. And kind of left us high and dry. We had an intro video, and our intro video guy, who's the best in the business, his computer literally blew up today. Blew up. So that's what we're working with. And then after that, we are going to have a couple segments where I can do a couple of videos, pre-tape stuff. Then we're going to jump into a main interview tonight. Very special guest, Mr. Dave Cullinane. Very happy to have him on there. And then we're going to take calls. And then that's it. So if you get ready for the calls, Cully said he was going to come on here. He's going to talk about whatever you wanted. I think he's a little tipsy, so you can probably get him to talk about some things that he usually doesn't speak about. That's probably all I got. So let's bring in my co-host, Mr. Tim Riggles.
Oh, Rob, what's up?
My man.
How you doing? Happy to be here. Let's do it.
I'm sure you are, because let's talk about how this show actually came about.
Well, I was sitting there, probably taking a dump after work. I saw that Justin had, basically said that he wanted to move away from it. I sent a fake tweet out into the ether, which seemed to gain a little traction. And here we are today.
Who did you partner yourself with during that tweet?
One Madawaska Rob. I found him to be not only palatable to the general audience, but also, handsome and cutting edge, pretty much right on the edge. So,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Speaking of cutting edge,
yes.
What is behind you on that shelf?
Oh, right here? Oh,
yeah.
That was a toilet with the knife and a bunch of blood from the abortion that was performed, violent abortion that was performed on the show on Wednesday.
I'm going to point out, and I'm a lay person, but I don't think the plumbing looks right. Have you flushed that thing?
Yeah. No, I left it up there. It was as violent as possible. It's like one of those crime scenes that you just can't clean up. You get rid of the toilet right away.
Get some Lysol.
I just got fucking destroyed. We are going to bring in our comment guy, Mr. Visionless Dave, for a quick intro. If he's around, is he in? Is he back there?
Nope, Vigilance Dave is not back here.
Oh, jeez. It's just more hiccups. I love the hiccups. The hiccups is what it's all about. All right, so we'll just jump right in there. Monday's show was great. Monday's show was Blind Mike. We have the clip that we'd like to talk about first. So that was actually the first 40 seconds of the show. So, Justin.
And I consider myself a man who is an expert in a lot of things. Specifically, a really few certain things I know, and I should have known this. That comes up to me today. It says, is there anywhere I could find a recap of Bunker's 50th? What?
Finish you a little bit. No, I'm curious. What did the man say?
Yeah, the man just came up to me. I know you don't believe this, but people know who I am.
Right.
Yeah. Came up to me and said, boy, for a situational comedy, Edith's surprise 50th birthday party where she was raped, almost raped, remained sort of oddly comic, but yet also, at the same time dramatic.
You wouldn't think there would
that
be a
hasn't been expressed in a form. And I said, I don't know. I said, certainly I'm familiar with the episode. And he's like, yes, but I'd prefer to pay for this conversation.
Oh, man. It's just so good. I mean, that's the type of stuff that Mike, it's the laughing, this the lightheartedness. Like right away, you start Monday off, first 40 seconds of the show, you know what kind of show it's going to be, and you're looking forward to it. I mean,
he's happy. He's happy. He sounds good. He sounds clear. He sounds like there's a lot of pressure taken off him. Even though there's pressure from his new gig, it's just not the pressure of having to be there 5 days a week. Mike was there during the grind where they're doing 2-hour episodes like every single day, 5 days a week. It was crazy. So he sounded good. Kirk was fucking rolling. He sounded like he was having a great time. So, that was a great way to start the week. Like a great way.
I agree. It was awesome. And it's good to have Mike back. And like I said, that third chair is always good. And Mike once a week is going to be great for the gearheads and for everybody out there. Patreon. I just want anybody to sign up for it, which is still a funny promoting tool when your only income is people who sign up for it.
I'm going to release shitty content, no content for a while, then really kind of, mediocre content, and then tell you not to buy it.
Right.
Dude, it's fucking sales 101. That's the hard sell. It's pretty impressive.
The other thing too is anybody who ever watched my show, Some Would Say News, same desk, still going. Look at this stuff. It's literally like it's back and forth. It's like an ocean. I don't even have to touch it. It's fucking great. Kirk's desk hates this desk. He always says he wants to come over and do naughty things to it. So. All right, and then Wednesday. Now, Timmy, Wednesday, I woke up in the morning to a bunch of messages on my phone on Twitter saying, "Hey, man," and my buddies too. My buddies like, "I just woke up at 5 a.m. I listened to the show. You got to listen to it. It's awesome." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What's going on?" And he goes, "Kirk violently aborted you." I go, whoa. So I listened to the clip with my wife sitting right next to me at 6:15 in the morning. No kids, thank God. And she looks at me and she's like, disgusted. How the fuck can you still listen to this? Fucking blah, 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 blah. I'm laughing. I mean, because she doesn't get the humor at all. She doesn't think that's funny at all. So why don't you play the clip there, Justin, and see what I'm talking about.
You've never seen a vagina talk before? You're about to hear the flapping nothing. I want to call his mom and be like, well, is it too late? We retroactively get to the stirrups, put the legs up.
80th trimester.
Yeah, jam him in there, and I'll take a knife and stab you in the fucking stomach and kill this idiot.
Yeah, I mean, so one is...
I don't want to hear myself. Cut it. Just cut it. I can't even hear myself speak. I cannot even do it. So what I wanted to do tonight, I had my father. My father listened to it. He loved it. He doesn't give a shit about it. He loved it. I said, you got to let Mom listen to the clip. You have to let her listen to the clip and see what she says. So I wanted to videotape her. She said no. I said, well, you know what then? I'm just going to fucking call you on this live fucking thing here. So there you go. I'm calling my mother. See Mom right there. Let's see if I can get her on the phone. I want to try to put it on speaker if I can.
If this is like the rest of the day, no way this fucking works.
I know.
No way this works.
Mom. Hey, did Dad play that clip for you? I want to put you on speaker right now. Did Dad play the clip? She's such a fan. Yes. I don't know why Kirky likes her. She's so Okay, never mind. Lost. Hey, did you what? All right, I'm gonna put you on speaker. What do you have to say? That's it. I gotta go. She even agrees Kirk was right to abort me for that awful take that I had on Wednesday.
You deserve it.
I did. You know what I did? I'll take it. I'll take the lumps. I fucking did. I think that when I say playing the devil's advocate, I am telling you that I don't agree with the other side, and I'm literally advocating for the devil. Who I think
No, well, I thought it was actually a really good idea out of you to go on a random show like 3 days before we're supposed to start our show and fucking say something like maybe, you know, wicked fucking stupid. Like, I thought that was awesome. I thought that was, you know, about as good a marketing as not having any sort of promotion and or fucking an intro video. So yeah, no, dude, right on brand. We are
we're just
right on brand.
firing on all cylinders right now. All right, so that's it. We'll talk about that. That's because we'll talk about the tweet that actually got the whole thing started in a couple minutes. But so then on Friday we had Mr. Jared Carabison. Let me play that clip.
I got her fired.
Why? You? I thought she was on OnlyFans. I should get fired from OnlyFans.
Her agent stopped being her agent.
I gotta tell you, she's not attractive enough to have an agent. Stop it, Steve. Stop it. Who the hell are you to say that? The way you eat food. What you eat? What's
That's perfect right there. Like, I feel like that's why we love Carabas as the Minifans, because he is, I mean, obviously he's way above us and he's Barstool and he does all the podcasts that are fantastic. So he's like, he's in the business, but he also sits there like we would and just laughs at those Kirk like one-liners that are just so quick. And like he picks them up and just that chuckle at the end there. I love it.
Carabas has a good sense of humor, and although it's not like super advanced because he's a fucking idiot, like he had never been exposed to something like Nustin calling into a show. Like, so, you know, Carabas has like, you know, weird baseball people come up to him, I'm sure, but he had never been part of a Nustin experience or something like that. So it's kind of like, you know, when he's there normally, they don't get those crazy calls. It doesn't seem like he's ever really, and he genuinely seemed to be like really enjoying it. Like it was like blowing his mind, and you could hear him in the background laughing hysterically. And it was just like, oh yeah, buddy.
Calls
like,
on Friday were
phenomenal. Great call.
Best in a long time. And I mean, starting with Justin, but I mean the other ones are just as good too. And I love. It's like when you're watching Saturday Night Live when Will Ferrell, when I would like the peak of Will Ferrell when they'd be doing like a skit, and what's his name would be what's the guy at the Fallon would be like breaking character and laughing all the time. I love when Trump calls and like the call is so good that everybody is laughing and he's laughing and he's like then he starts talking. He's like out of the Trump voice. I love that shit. That shit's good. You know,
it was the best Trump call in a while. I think it's one of his best, certainly ever. I like you just said, when they break character during that more cowbell, skit. It was just exceptional, and the way the Trump guy does it, I want to figure out who he is. I want to get in contact with him. So if you're out there, please,
it's someone that I feel like they're all someone we know. We just don't know.
I just hope it's not fucking Mayo. I hope it's not Mayo. It sounds like him. It really does.
I think he teased it a couple times too, like when we were talking about it.
But I think he's 603, so it can't be Mayo. I hope. Anyway, let's
please. VD's back there yet, or can Justin, what's going on in the comments? I don't want to disrespect the comments. I love the comments. Like, give them to us all. Like, what they got?
Allison saying she hasn't been drunk in 9 months. Dave Cullinane's backstage. He's also in the comments.
Ain't anything good? Just ain't anything good.
He said his basement is cold, so
so is mine. I'm freezing down here. Freezing.
People are shitting on this, saying this is terrible. And then John from Trent saying this is great. We have grown a number of viewers, so we'll see.
Perfect. All right, nice. So next we're going to do social media roundup. We'll just go real fast around the social media world. We're going to do the Facebook world, the illustrious Facebook group that doesn't get enough love. My man Tom runs that. He's a great guy. They were talking about the big topic was the show going to 3 days a week. And hey,
Both.
love it.
Word up. He was just on a duck hunt, and he's back from fucking Reseda.
Yep. For the record, I was told 7:15. So
I know
right
you
on
were.
time.
I saw the
What
text.
up? That's my fault. That's my fault. I
That's
own
all
that.
good.
That's my booking agent right there. He's in charge of all the bookings.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's
Yep.
what's going on in the comments? I know Justin just gave us a brief little thing, but like, what else?
Read the bloodbath. Read the bad shit. Let's go.
Catching up in here. I'm seeing most clueless people in the world, says Jay. That's tough coming from him. Dano says, "What's up, VD? What's up, Dano? How we doing?" Yeah, seems like not too much of a bloodbath so far, but I'll keep an eye on it.
We'll get there. We'll fail harder.
See
We will fail harder.
See the abortion right here? This is what happened.
The abortion toilet.
This is
Yeah.
the abortion toilet right there. All right, appreciate it, VD. Bring it back in a couple minutes. So Facebook, they talk about 3 days a week, and they're saying that the show was better this week because they found that the format was awesome. You agree? I mean, I'd agree with them.
I think most big podcasts, your pardon my takes and things, they push for 3 days a week. There's very few people that go 5 days a week. I think the schedule that the show kept for a year was, insane. It's a good thing, and then they can make it better and work on other projects. And getting 2-hour shows is pretty sick. So
yeah, and I like that. Blind Mike Monday, Carabas one day, just Steve and Kirk the other day. Steve had a fucking great week this week. I thought Steve was awesome in the show. I was laughing the whole time. The whole time he was talking to Justin, and Kirk's giving him his phone number, telling him he could live in Jamaica playing and stuff. You could just
that muted fucking yes, like this is fucking defeated. Yeah, I guess like.
In the Instagram world, we have Steve's the video that got the most views was Steve's video of him saying they never portrayed himself as an intellectual. It had like 3,600 views, which is pretty good. In Discord, I got my Discord information from Minifan King Jong-un, R.I.P. Visionless Dave, coming back from the death. He said that they've been on the secret project for a while. They actually have like a private thread. And it looks like Kirk named the project in his Twitter profile. I don't know if you saw that, Tim. Did you see that?
It appears so. A lot of people were circling it. One Menners circled it and pointed it out. So,
speaking of the Australian man, we'd like to bring him in right now if we could. Menace. Hello, Menace.
You seem a little bit nervous, Rob, tonight. Everything okay?
It's good. It's just we had a lot of things planned and they had to get put on the back burner. You know how it is. I mean, like I'm not a fuckhead. Like I have like shit. Like you. I like to go through my stuff. I have notes. So when everything gets thrown out of whack at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, it sucks.
Manners, do I seem nervous?
No, you seem high. That's showbiz, I guess. I just want to clear up a rumor. You said that your opening credits, someone's computer died. Actually, that's not true. John from Scranton's computer was possessed by debt collectors. So that's actually what happened to his computer. So they've actually got your opener.
Is it Poppy? Did Poppy busted?
I think it was Poppy sent the debt collectors, or John's own family sent them. I don't know. So that's what actually. I just want to clear that up.
Nice.
And one more thing, and then you can just take over and ask me what you want. I'm a bit worried that this could be your last ever show because I'm sure Kirk clearly said only Menners Live will go for Geary can take calls. Now Justin is overriding that and allowing you guys to take calls. So you fucking 5-gun Steve is going to blow your brains out.
Dump it. Get him out.
I don't care. Honestly, whatever Kirk wants to do, that's what he wants to do. If he doesn't want calls, we won't take calls. I don't give a fuck.
I just want to warn you, you're taking a risk.
Fucking saboteur. He came in under the guise of I'm coming in at the last minute because fucking Fez and Red pussed out like gigantic pussies. So it's like, we have this savior from like 9 million miles away, and now this is why you want to be in here, dude. The most venomous snakes in the world, Australia.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm a big fan of you guys. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to warn you because I'm a friend.
Like I said, that's fine. Whatever Kirk wants.
Thanks for being here.
So we're gonna do the Twitter roundup. Oh, come back. Where you going? We want it back. There you go. We're gonna do the Twitter roundup. We wanted to bring you in for it to talk a little because we're gonna do cunts of the week, but it actually kind of coincides with the Twitter stuff. So if you could put up Fez's tweet, I'll read it out loud. I'm all for shitting on people. Big fan of going full poppy mode. But this isn't shitting on people. It's using the Barstool Fund as leverage to try and shame guilt enemies to go on. If the show had a work ethic, they would go to Shirley and not wait for her to come to them. Fucking cunt, Fez. Huge cunt. And now, Menace, you're also getting painted in a light that I don't believe is true. I don't believe that there's no Mennonites. I know that was a thing that everybody was trying to start. I don't believe it. The other thing, too, is we talked about this before in the show. When I say I'm playing devil's advocate, I always took that to mean that understanding that I disagreed with the person that I'm playing. Is that not how a devil's advocate is? Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, that's right. Absolutely. When you're having a discussion, you might give the other side for the sake of a discussion. Yeah, absolutely.
I do not agree with them. I always agree with Kirk. Everything Kirk says, I agree with all the time. People know that. I always huge suck pump. I'm the biggest suck pump. I don't care. Hey VD, actually bring VD in now. Let's bring VD into the comments. What we got, VD? Got some good stuff.
We got some good ones. Cullinane says Tim's voice is beyond sex. Jason from Attleboro says Rob used the knife to cut your throat and let the blood drain into the toilet. Why isn't anyone talking about Tim's mustache? That's a popular one. It looks great. It looks great, by the way. And then a lot of people saying Menners is the new John from Scranton. I don't know why Menners had such an issue with the golden ticket. Allison had a good point. I'm sure whatever Menners says, Kirk will do the opposite. And then Menners hates Kirk. So the Mennerites are in the chat. They're very vocal.
They're vocal.
I do not hate Kirk at all.
Well,
It's
hey, can I get 2 seconds here? Enough of fucking Rob and Menners. Oh, Kirk doesn't like me minute. My mustache, I needed credibility. I got some big accounts to close this year. I don't have a stethoscope. They're actually hard to find and they're expensive. I can't do a British accent, so I needed a mustache. I need that credibility. So fucking back to these two crying about Kirk fucking not liking
Fez,
him.
real quick, Fez says you look like a gay cop, which I see what he's going with there.
You look like a gay BPM for sure.
Thank you. Bold.
In a few minutes. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So yeah, when I said, like I said, Menners, when I said playing devil's advocate, that's what I was doing. I did not agree with Fez at all.
I've got a line. I've got standards, although it probably doesn't appear that way looking in from the outside. But, when it comes to Kirk's business and his charity stuff, I rarely shit on that. Apart from, making Cameron from Tri-State Running a character, that's the only time I've ever really I'd stay away from all that stuff. For Kirk to say to Carabas, I hate him, it shows to me that Kirk is a little bit of a fraud because he's, happy to shit on me all the time and be, have a ton of, fun and games with me. And then when, I make a few points on shows, he gets all upset and says, I hate him. So, yeah, I love Kirk. He just needs to relax, have a good time.
It's a big love fest. I want a love fest. I'm a big love fest guy. This is a big love orgy here with Kirk. So, all right, so let's put up the other tweet, which is just coming from the biggest cunt there is.
Fucking loser.
From Shirley Long, our friend here. Starting in 2021 with Globe News Ed, Trump had plenty of corporate enablers. Don't give them a free pass. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Shirley? Honestly, I was in the comments today. There was one woman who commented that it was New Balance. New Balance was one of the people that I guess donated to his campaign. And one of the women says, "I'm never buying a sneaker there again. I'm going to make sure they all don't buy sneakers there again." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, what the fuck does that accomplish? Like, what do you think every single person that works at New Balance donated to the campaign? I mean, that's a joke. So you're putting these people out of work for no reason just because you're a fucking bitch? Like,
the only sneakers I buy are New Balance sneakers. They're made in Maine. They're exceptionally well crafted, and they're a good sneaker, and they say "Made in the USA" right on the tongue,
Yeah.
and I like that. I don't know who they donate to. I don't care. It's a good sneaker, and it says "Made in the USA," and that's fucking pretty tough to come by with a high-end running shoe.
I don't know who tweeted at them. I don't know. It actually might have been Corona. It was someone in the KMS world that said, yeah, make sure they don't buy from New Balance. Let's buy from Nike, who does the Chinese concentration. Let's support them. We'll do that type of stuff. But just a complete cunt. So those are 2 cunts. So the biggest cunt of this week, which I don't have to put a tweet on, is Red, because he fucking canceled on. He's the cunt of the KMS world. It's supposed to be a weekly segment. First week, he fucking cancels because he's got the sniffles. So, that's not good. I heard he's got Corona. He's getting tested today.
I'm out on Red. RIP Red.
Through the miniverse. The Corona.
Massive cunt.
Huge cunt. Which is why I wanted him on here, because I love it. All right, Menace. That was it, brother. I just wanted you to come on just because
Well, thanks for allowing me to put my case. Kirk, I know you're watching. I love you. I love the golden ticket. It's a great prize. Don't let some of the stuff I say get to you. Clearly it does, but I'm just messing around. One day I'll give you a big hug. That's what I'll do. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Good luck with the show. Menace Live, March 13th.
Yeah, this is the pre-show for Menace. So that's going to be the new This is the pre-show for Menace Live. Hopefully we get there. That's like 3 months away. It's not a long ways away. So Tim, someone special reached out to you this week. Give a little.
Well, recently, Jay's Mayhem, Jay from Lynn, we did a McChicken challenge. I dominated Jay. I crushed him mentally, physically, and emotionally. And then I started getting these weird fucking DMs and like actual texts to my private phone, kind of like calling me out behind the scenes, this weird shit. And then he revealed himself as Harlan Ackerson, like the Harlan Ackerson, not the account that's on here and whatnot. And that's a good account, but it's the Harlan Ackerson. And then he sent me a photo of himself, which I don't think anyone has. I forwarded that to Steve Robinson. And Steve, the producer of the show, has verified that this is in fact the Harlan Ackerson. So what we have is basically unprecedented footage. It's a face everyone's wanted to see. They don't know when they're going to see it again. And this is at both like it's impressive, but it's shocking and horrifying. And I'm really happy that we get to be the ones to bring Harlan, to the Minifans. I'm proud.
Let's crack it. Let's see it.
Truly one of the most shocking, intimidating things I've ever seen. He is a beast and a mountain of a man. He's absolutely physically and mentally, just like the way he stares it down, just imposing in every way.
You can see that. You can see that guy winning multiple hot dog eating contests.
I could see him fucking pounding Steve Robinson's head into the ground and dancing on his grave in any competition, any fucking single thing, a game of Stratego, fucking darts, anything. That man will win over Steve Robinson anytime. He is, like I said, he's both shocking to look at, but also a champion. So nice. We thank him for being on. We thank him for stepping out into the the limelight of this 30 viewer show. And that's Harlan Ackerson, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone wants to challenge him, he's open to challenges. He wants it. He wants to eat. He's an eater, and he will out eat you and fucking kill Steve Robinson.
All right, let's bring in VD one more time before we get to colleagues. Let's bring VD in for a comment before we got anything good.
Yeah. Real quick, Cheese in the comments. Someone's got to DM him the link. I can't send it to him. He doesn't follow me, which is a red flag, Chi. But We got some good comments. How many phone books was Menner's sitting on? Menner's hairline's a travesty.
He was looking at him, checking it out like I would think. He's like, oh shit, it looks like
yeah.
Not that
much. A lot of people saying Red is a bad friend, not a team guy, and then a lot of people saying that Harlan looks like a psychopath. People kind of concerned for their safety. Someone said he looks like an American Airlines pilot, which
he is
kind of fits.
He is. That's legit.
He is. Oh, that's legit.
Loves ketchup. Yeah.
Yeah. So people are overwhelmingly scared of Harlan Ackerson.
Oh, they should be.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
They absolutely should be. They haven't seen the other videos. It's wild.
Yeah.
Thank you, D. We'll bring in you for calling. All right, so it is time for our main interview, and that would be Mr. David Cullinane.
Yeah, buddy.
What's up? I don't know how you I don't know how you react after the Harlan Ackerson video there, because that guy was intimidating as fuck, but I will do my best. Whatever you guys got for me, I'm ready for it. Do what you got to do. Whatever you need.
Your basement's cold?
Yeah, but I have this gas stove that I luckily just got fixed, and I just turned it on for the first time in 4 years, and it's working very well right now. So I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good.
Down over basement. Like, I'm sitting in a fucking shithole basement, like freezing.
Yeah, but you look like $1 million.
Hey, Dave, can you shut the fuck up? Hey,
Yeah,
we got a call. Calls take priority. Shut the fuck up.
Always take priority. Yes, thank you, Tim.
We have a caller?
Hey, Dave, it's Chris. How you doing?
Chris, what's up, my friend? How are you? What do you got? You got a hit request for us right now? What's going on?
Yeah, can you play some hits for us or what tonight?
I wish I could. They give me no control. These are two team guys that are running this show, but they want me to have no control over it whatsoever, right? If I had control, I'll tell you what, Fez would have already been here by now. That's first and foremost. That's not even a question. And everybody else that bailed on the show would have been here, guaranteed.
There is one thing you do have control of, and that's your shelf game. I know. If you could take a lesson from Madawaska Rob, that's how you do a fucking shelf.
What did he say? The selfie game? I missed that. What did he say?
Shelf. Your shelf
game.
My
shelf. Yeah. I took a lot of Chris. What was up with that? I took a lot of shit from my shelf behind me. Like, where are people from? Like, that's what people do on video now. You have shelves behind them with gimmicky, stupid shit. It is what it is. Like, I don't know why people were giving me shit, but I appreciate Chris for pointing out that it was a little too cluttered because I'm a big HD TV guy. Yeah. And I want to make sure things are right behind me. You know that, Chris.
What's your favorite HD TV show, Dave?
My favorite HD TV show, I mean, obviously, if you're not a fixer-upper person, you're probably a fucking terrorist at this point. Like, it's the most beautiful show that's ever been created. Now they have their own network. I love every one of them, actually, to be honest with you. There's nothing I don't like.
I was on an HD TV show. I was on Property Virgins.
You were on which one's Property?
You install your next shelf yourself. How's that?
Chris, why don't you calm down over there, Chris? All right, I'm a big Chris guy. Never miss Chris, but why don't you calm down? We'll hire people to do it the right way. But what was this prop? What did you say? Property Virgin?
One of my friends was buying a house. Her name was Danielle, and she was buying a house. So they came out there. The whole thing was bullshit. I hope you know, like, every show on that channel is bullshit.
Can I go back to one thing you just said, friend, and then you went to female. There's no such thing as female friends until you're married. Until you're married, then you can be friends with females because you want to sleep with every single one that you were, like, quote unquote friends with. And I
pretended that I didn't want to because she's very hot, but I never did. And we've been friends since we were this. So, anyways. She was always dating, like, one of my friends, and it never worked out. But either way, so she
confirmed you wanted to sleep with her, so that's confirmed.
I wouldn't have said no.
Okay, there you go. That's all that matters. But your standards and my standards, I mean, that's not speaking for everybody. We don't
know her because we went to college together.
We did.
Hey, call take priority. Come on.
Tim is always on brand. I mean, he can't ship things. He can't ship things the right way to the office to get to make it to the shelf.
Dude, I sent you 100 Paul Correa cards.
100. So Tim DMs me today. He's like, "Oh, did you get a package to your office for the shelf?" And I said, do you think, like, first of all, I've only gotten 2 packages because there's only 12 people that 14 people that watch the scope every morning. I've gotten 2 packages after requesting it. Do you think I wouldn't have called out the fact that there was 100 Paul Correa cards waiting?
You're a cool guy, and it was like maybe he didn't, have the time to give it a shout out, whatever. So I want to make sure it got there.
Paul Correa
didn't.
First of all, Paul Correa is my all timer. You could send a fucking Paul Correa, like literally dried up Paul Correa shit, and I would have fucking held it in my hand and rejoiced.
Well, what I need you to do is go to both of your neighbors on both sides of the address of what you gave me and ask them for 100 Paul Correa cards in a Tupperware because they've got his
Jenny Craig's next to me, and I don't know if Jenny Craig, anyone in there is
yes. I hope I fucking mailed Jenny Craig a fucking 100.
They would have told me. They're huge hit fans. That Jenny Craig loves the hit.
Yeah,
huge.
they bump the hit.
Huge.
Oh shit.
Do we have a call? Is there a call or no?
Yeah.
I hear Lindsay. Is that Lindsay?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. Good evening.
Is this your show? Like, what's happening right now? Am I supposed to handle the calls, or what's going on?
Come on, who is this? No, play the hit. Shut up.
If I was gonna handle the show,
no, handle it. Shut up.
Okay,
do your thing. Who is this?
Hello?
Hello? Who is this?
It's Lindsay.
Oh, there we go. All right. So, Lindsay, what's going on? Is this an entertainment report live on the show right here?
You bet your dick it is.
Wow, look at you. Tim does not miss. I mean, he can't book a guest for the fucking life of him. But besides that,
me, asshole.
Well, Lindsay, calm down. It's the weekend. We're all having good. I got the boys out. Everything's good tonight, so don't worry about it. All right. What do you got for us for entertainment?
Well, for today, we have.
This is not Lindsay. Is this really Lindsay?
This is definitely Lindsay.
All right, then let's call a spade at the moment. Like, she is off her game. Like, she is not on it. What you got to call it like this?
One person.
Are we aspiring to be better or not? Lindsay? What is this right now?
Jason Sudeikis is heartbroken over Olivia Wilde's relationship with Harry Styles.
I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't see that headline, but I'd be heartbroken too because she's an absolute missile. 9.5 out of 10.
What do you think? You think that's an upgrade? You think it's a Sudeikis or Harry Styles? I think I'd go Sudeikis.
Oh no, Harry Styles. Oh, have you heard Harry Styles sing before? Have you heard what's the name of that one?
Hey, gentlemen.
Watermelon Sugar High.
Hey, respect the entertainment report. Respect the report.
Sorry.
This is simple stuff.
The Kardashians celebrated their final day of filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
By the way, before we keep going, how proud is Tim right now of pulling this entertainment report off? As if, are we just
it was the first thing I thought of.
Yeah,
it was literally the first thing I thought.
Creativity that Tim brings to the table. And the execution is just flawless.
One month you've been talking to me about this.
Go on, Lindsay, please. Thank you. Please. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I can't blame her. I mean,
you did that, Dave. You fucking did that.
Listen, if I try
You're
not
gonna have to
to
answer for that Monday morning.
Listen, she'll call in. Well, I didn't know I was coming into the hits. If you want the hits, I would have been prepared and I would have brought the hits with me. But you just sabotaged me. I knew that.
You know what should be trending in the comments? Can we get in the comments right now? Trending, please. Rattled. Just hashtag rattled. Rattled, Dave.
I haven't been this rattled since Ray Allen died live on the air. Since somebody in the comment section killed Ray Allen during the hits.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Now I'm gonna get rattled.
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
By the way, it is super weird to be like having that type of energy. I thought this would be like a back and forth random question interview, but like wife and daughter are upstairs. I'm very uneasy about my wife and kids knowing how much of a lunatic I really actually am, which is why I like knowing that they don't know the hits exist. So we're gonna make sure that happens and stays that way. All right.
Elaine, can we answer the comment section, which I'm actually not actually looking at? But what is in that 30? Do you have a child in that 30-gallon Tupperware behind you? Is there a kid in there?
Oh no, that's where all the gear went, like a mixer and mics.
Oh,
sorry, I'll take
it.
Okay.
No.
There's There's VD.
How we doing? How we doing? The overwhelming comment right now is just Shakira. Everybody wants Shakira, not just me.
Play the hits, Dave. Play the hits.
People want Cully to hit the post. They want him to hit the post. A few observations that Lindsay doesn't do well with change. Anytime the scope is a different time or anything, she seems like a creature of habit. So I think we give her a pass on this.
She did great.
And
Thank
also,
you for being here.
Cell phones don't work the best for Lindsay. Can we just call that out? Like,
Yeah,
he's on
yeah.
a cell phone, it doesn't work the best.
Yep. Cully looks like Rob Lowe in the 90s. We got that one.
Thank you. Who said that?
Who did say that? I can't remember. And then Dano said this is like Dave and the Morons. That should be the new name of the show. So she's still looking for the link. If someone could get Chi the link, we got to get Chi the link.
We got to get Chi in here right now, please.
He needs the link.
She is the show. She brought the audience. She will always bring an audience. She is top
Can
notch.
someone do this? I mean,
he doesn't follow me, so I can't DM him.
What do I do? Okay,
you got to DM him the link. Add him to that DM thread. But yeah. By the way, the best HGTV show is House Hunters International by a mile. If you think anything.
No, you're right. It's a good show. It's a good show. But if we're going back to like home and renovation shows, the DIY network as a whole is better than anything on HGTV. So, but like the Yard Crashers or whatever, you know what I'm talking. Where they like coincidentally find someone at Lowe's. Perfect.
Different category of show, in my opinion. Different category of show. You know?
Okay, how does one send Chi this link? We need Chi.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off in about 5 minutes because I thought this was going to be a weekly KMS wrap-up show, and we're talking about HGTV, and Lindsay's asking about. I have no idea if people are tuning in. I know Kirk is probably fucking blowing his head off listening to this. So let's take 5 more minutes of calls and ask Dave some questions, and let's.
Wow. Justin's trying to silence the people.
That's our program director right there. That's Zarbano app. I don't know why. I'm looking over and I'm seeing the comment section buzzing over here over absolute nonsense, no matter what we're talking about. And I'm sorry that we went.
I once watched Justin and Jay watch a Star Wars movie for 3 hours, but apparently this isn't up to that threshold of high quality content. Tim's pissed off. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
Did he just walk off the show? Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Is that okay that we're referencing the fact that he walked off the show? Should we just talk about anything?
That was acting.
Before this gets cut off, I have one question I have to ask you because I wanted to ask this. Your wife and your kids go out for 1 hour, right?
Go out for 1 hour? Yep.
Gone. 1 hour. What porn site do you watch and what category are you going to?
I'm simple though, but everybody, I mean, if you're in the DMs, because this, I don't actually know. That's awkward to say that. I've asked this question before. I watch one porn video. It's an amateur porn video to the point where I think I'm in love with the person in it. Wow. And that was the question. Like, am I in love with this person if I only watch one porn video? Yes. And I think the answer is yes, to be honest with you. And when the purge happened last week, I brought it up into, some of the DM threads. Like, how do I now go? Like, how do I find that video? I'm literally lost. And I'm not bullshitting you. Like, I haven't watched porn since the purge because I can't find that video, and I should have screen recorded it, but I was stupid. I thought it was always available to me, and I was not prepared for that moment. I wish there was a hint that was coming.
As the world continues to translate into a digital landscape, that's rule number one. You gotta download those gems. Certain live versions of songs.
Content. You're right.
You gotta download them.
You're right.
We're ripping in right now. Sad.
Yep.
Sad day. Sad day.
I know. This is probably going to be the only show we ever do, so I might as well just let it all rip right now.
I'm happy with it.
VD, thank you, brother. I appreciate your help on this one. You've been the man. Cully, we're just gonna cut it off. What's the point?
All right.
Just like it. They don't like it.
It was fun. It was good to talk to you guys because usually it's via text. It's good to see you. Good to talk to you. I didn't know you guys were so handsome. You guys look like $1 million. You act like $1 million.
Keep moving on the Jerry Show too, because I listen to that fucking thing every day. It's like a prisoner of war. I feel like that's what I compare it to because I'm just so used to it since I was like 15. That like, every morning I just wake up and put it on. It's
wake up, smile, laugh, fight.
You listen to KMS every day when they're on.
Say that again. Sorry, you were breaking up.
Listen to Kirk Show every day.
Do I listen to it?
Yeah.
No, because my Twitter timeline is the Kirk Minahan show every day. So every third tweet, I feel like I'm listening to the Kirk Minahan show. So just out of I do not. That's not like a shot or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I know everything by the way I consume on my mobile device every day. I just like happen to know what's going on. So I don't, unfortunately. But
that's cool. And then the other thing too, I always wanted to ask, like, is there Cala fans that reach out to you or like talk as crazy as like these Mina fans do?
Yeah, I get a shitload of DMs. Like, and a lot of it is more. It's not like fucking around like the KMS people. It's more like, did you see this article? Please send this to Jerry. Report this. Like it's a shitload. And you know we're active on Facebook, and you know how fucking crazy people on Facebook are. So it's but yeah, they're active.
What happened to Mute? Mute's done. Like I never even knew what happened.
Love Mute. I'm going to see Mute on Monday. He's coming into my office. I think he's going to be back because we are kind of getting a little more sporty.
Yeah.
And just obviously the past year has been psycho crazy shit. So it's Mute and the sports angle kind of went away a little bit, but we're going to get Mute back. I love Mute. He's a great guy.
And then when are you guys thinking to get back into like person to person, like you and Jerry being next to each other type stuff? Like, I mean, like Steve and those guys, like Steve and Kirk go into the.
It depends. I was saying this on my favorite podcast. It's my third favorite podcast of all time, Kirkin' Off, last night. I spent an hour with those guys, and it's just kind of like a convenient thing to do it remotely, to be honest with you. And we're not in a controlled studio atmosphere with cameras set up or anything like that, and you need video. So I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon unless we create a controlled studio like that, to be honest with you. So I hope so. It's way more fun. It's way more fun to fight. Jerry and I don't really get into fights, which I would prefer we do so. So it'll be fun.
I was going to say, Steve and Kirk don't really fight. I mean, that's one thing they do. They don't do, like, even on
Jerry didn't bring a fight that we had on the podcast recently. We were fighting over the. I lost my key card access to the Legacy Club, and then I lost his key card access to the Legacy Club, and we fought about it a little bit on the podcast. But he legit was pissed at me, and we fought about it like in front of, I think it was Turtle Boy or Shattuck, and he didn't bring it on the show as much as I thought. But we were basically calling each other assholes back and forth for like 10 minutes straight. It was pretty impressive. But I wish we brought him on the show.
And does he talk about, I mean, not talk about Kirk, but does he, I would love to just, does he ever just like sit there and like stare at his phone or like do whatever and then just say, fucking Kirk? Like I can just picture him like, I don't know, like flipping the fuck out.
No, I think this past year is like right up Jerry's alley. That's where his focus is whenever I'm around him or when I'm. But no, we don't. The only times we ever talked about Kirk were when it came up like on the show when he was taking his leave of absence and shit that pissed Kirk off in those moments or whatever. But
hey,
yeah,
Dave, not to cut you guys off, but I really appreciate you coming on. I think we made it clear to everyone we wanted. There's a wrap-up show that goes over the Kirk Minahan show every single day, and it talks about the episodes of the Kirk Minahan show. And I think we made it clear to everyone that we wanted to do a show that was different, with some other things included, with some other Minifan shit, with other things included, not just a wrap-up of the Kirk Minahan thing. So I thank you for being here, but I don't think we're gonna keep going with that. I think we were having a good time until something happened pretty clearly that was kind of unexpected as far as whatever. So
great moments are born from great opportunity there, Tim. All right. Fair.
Tim, I know what you're talking about, but I mean, you gotta understand from Kirk's perspective, if he's watching this, listening to Dave Cullinane talk about his favorite HGTV show, and
first and foremost,
Cullinane, my apologies, and talking about his favorite Jerry Callahan moments. I mean, you could see Kirk being upset at that.
Yeah, he must be fuming right now. He's probably watching. He's probably been spending the entire hour watching this show right now. He's got to be fucking killing himself.
No, he's not watching it because it wasn't the promotion wasn't tweeted out by the show account, so he didn't see it. There's no way he's seen it. There's no way he's seen it.
Either way, I don't care. I mean, that's fine. Whatever you guys want to do. We just wanted to bring a little entertainment. I just wanted to do something different. And we were going to get to the questions. I have like a bunch of Kirk-related questions. Like, you got to warm up the interview, and then you get there. You got to just break it in. Okay. That's fine. I'm saying, whatever you guys want to do. I'm not in charge. You guys are all in charge. So. All right, Dave. We'll let you go, brother.
All right.
Hey, Assumption College. Love it. Hey, VD. Can we bring VD in back one more time? Is he still here?
VD's not backstage.
He's not backstage anymore. All right, brother. Well, Tim, it was a pleasure. All in the Minifamily, one episode, one hit. It's sad to see it go before it really took off, but what are you gonna do?